Looks like California taxpayers are once again getting a raw deal. An Associated Press investigation finds that lawmakers have been taking advantage of repairs and upgrades to their state-provided cars. Guess who's covering the tab? Yeah, you guessed it right. Ed Laskos is in the control room to give us the rest of the bad news. Ed.
Yeah, it is a story that is breaking wide open by the very minute. Your lawmakers up in Sacramento driving home with a perk that in the end is costing you money, big bucks. All of this while the state is buried in huge budget deficits. And we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars here in repairs to inspections of vehicles, state vehicles that are turned in with then your lawmakers buying those vehicles back for their own personal use. Vehicles that by then are running like brand new because of all of those repairs that you paid for. Got it? Good. All right, to the video we go. Let's get right into it. The AP out with a report that 37 of your lawmakers in both the Senate and the Assembly bought these cars back. Some of the lawmakers you're looking at here reportedly taking advantage of this program in the very last minutes before the program is phased out. We're told repairs all told costing you $78,000 for everything from new fuel pumps to brand new tires to just having the vehicles inspected from top to bottom. Let's break it down even more. We'll start with Senator Bob Dutton from Rancho Cucamonga, said to have had nearly $6,000 worth of repairs done to his '05 Chevy Tahoe before buying it back for $12 grand. And listen to this, that money, the $12 grand that the senator uses to buy it back, comes from his campaign funds. What's Senator Dutton saying about that? Well, he says it's all perfectly legal. Then there's Assemblyman Tony Mendoza of Artesia. Supposedly he spends up to $2,300 to repair his '07 Toyota Highlander Hybrid, even buying 4 brand new tires for the Toyota at a cost of $1,200. Then Assemblyman Mendoza buys that Toyota back, and it's running like new now because of all of those repairs. And whether this is legal, whether it is illegal, a top consumer watchdog is out today saying enough already. Steve will play it.
The public is getting a lube job. Taxpayers are putting on bigger rims on their cars. They're doing 55-point inspections, and they're doing it just to bilk the taxpayer. This is a fleecing. And the taxpayers deserve their money back for every one of these repairs where a legislator bought the car later. Half of the legislators who got these end of the year, end of the contract repairs bought the cars. This shouldn't be a perk of public office. This should be a stain on the record of every politician who took this type of perk from public office.
Perk for public office, a lube job he calls it. And I got to tell you, don't hold your breath on what he said that these lawmakers, your lawmakers, might actually pay some of this money back, because the lawmakers, most of them are saying they did nothing wrong, that they acted perfectly legal, even saying that they think the money that they spent was from expenses to cover their expenses because they're state lawmakers. And then you have Senator Dutton. We talked about him just a minute ago. He says he even thinks he saved you, the taxpayers, money because he was driving a used vehicle. That's the story. What are you thinking about here? Are you mad? What would you like to tell your lawmakers as they drive this perk and maybe you get the lube job, as the consumer watchdog was talking about there? Want to hear from you? Find us. Please text us 71938, tweet us MyFoxLA, Facebook us MyFoxLA, and of course your responses are moving tonight at 7, the news at 7 over on channel 13. And to the web we go, myfoxla.com, with a complete rundown of what your lawmakers are up to here with this perk, among all the other stories that you want to get caught up with today as they break right along the way, myfoxla.com. And I have to tell you, top Taxpayers Association just out now saying this is yet another example of the taxpayers carrying the weight, this perk of the lawmakers up in Sacramento, and the Taxpayers Association is saying, where is it going to end if it ever does? Back to Studio A we go.